If you grew up in or simply lived through the 1980s, there's a good chance you sat down and watched a few episodes of Who's the Boss. The popular sitcom dominated the airwaves throughout its 8 seasons. Sadly, some stars have since died, while others faded into relative obscurity. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the movie Who's the Boss changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1984, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Katherine Helmond as Mona Robinson. Born July 5, 1929, as Angela's slightly risque mother, Mona Robinson at age of 55, Katherine Helmond scored the laughs and gave the show some romantic storylines beyond Tony and Angela's will they or won't they tension. For her performance on Who's the Boss, Helmond earned 2 consecutive Emmy nominations for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series in 1988 and 1989. She also won the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in a Series, Limited Series or Motion Picture made for television in 1989. After Who's the Boss, she appeared on Coach, Everybody Loves Raymond and in the Cars film franchise. Helmond was married to her first husband, actor George N. Martin, from 1957 to 1962. She remained married to David Richard Christian from 1969 until she died at the age of 89 from complications from Alzheimer's disease in February 2019. Nicole Eggert as Marcy Ferguson. Born January 13, 1972. In 1985, Eggert joined the cast of Who's the Boss as Marcy Ferguson at age of 13. A role she'd reprise in 6 more episodes. For Eggert, Who's the Boss was one stop on a long road of acting jobs. And she continued performing for years in television and in films. Most notably, Eggert was a series regular in the cast of Charles in Charge for over 100 episodes. The films Eggert starred in were primarily direct-to-video or B-movies few have seen. That said, Eggert isn't best known for her film work or for her time on Who's the Boss. It's her work in Baywatch that made her a star. Eggert played Roberta Summer Quinn as a series regular in Season 3 and Season 4 of Baywatch. Since finishing her time running in slow motion in a red swimsuit, Eggert has continued to work, mostly in television. She's appeared in all kinds of shows, often playing herself in series like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and other reality TV series like Botched. While Eggert continues to work, she was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in December 2023 and has been undergoing treatment. Now she is 53. Alyssa Milano as Samantha Michelli. Born December 19, 1972. Who's the Boss was one of Alyssa Milano's first roles. She played Tony's daughter, Samantha at age of 12, who grew up under his watchful eye and eventually attended college and got married. The job launched the actress into a long career full of TV movies and feature films throughout the 90s. Plus a 40-episode stint on Melrose Place as Jennifer Mancini. Since then, she's most notably starred on Charmed, Romantically Challenged, Mistresses and the Netflix series Insatiable. She also appeared in the 2023 movie Who Are You People and made her Broadway debut in September 2024 as Roxy Hart in Chicago. Milano has been a major voice in the #MeToo movement. She and her agent husband David Bugliari have been married since 2009 and shared 2 children. Now she is 53. Rhoda Gemignani as Mrs. Rossini. Born October 21, 1939. Rhoda Gemignani is one of those actors you feel like you've seen 100 times but you probably don't know her name. That's because she's appeared in tons of TV shows over the years, often playing supporting roles that take advantage of her ability to deliver a line and get a laugh in return. She started acting in the 1960s with a single appearance on General Hospital before finding her way onto variety shows and sitcoms, including The Jeffersons, The Facts of Life, and others. Despite only appearing in 21 episodes, Gemignani's performance as Mrs. Carmela Rossini at age of 45 in Who's the Boss is probably her best-known work. She had a notable performance in the Thanksgiving episode from Season 2 that demonstrated her impressive comedic timing and acting chops. Some of her most notable work includes single episode appearances in Seinfeld, Friends, and Caroline in the City. After the turn of the century, Gemignani slowed down, lending her voice to several characters. Though her work was sporadic, her last credit came via 2 episodes of Matt LeBlanc's series, Episodes, and she hasn't worked since 2017. Now she is 86. Judith Light as Angela Robinson Bauer. Born February 9, 1949. A former One Life to Live star who played successful ad exec and single mom Angela Bauer at age of 35 on Who's the Boss. Judith Light softened to Tony's charms throughout the series run, eventually falling for him as she navigated parenthood and her changing career. Since Who's the Boss ended, Light has appeared on several TV shows, including Ugly Betty, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, Dallas, Transparent, The Politician, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story and Poker Face, which won her the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series in 2023. A prolific theater performer, Light has also starred in TV movies such as Lady Killer 1995 and Escaping the Madhouse, The Nellie Bly Story 2019, and has credits for films like Hot Air 2018. Before You Know It 2019, Tick, Tick, Boom 2021, The Menu 2022 and Down Low 2023. Light has been married to actor Robert Desiderio since 1985. Now she is 76. Tony Danza as Tony Michelli. Born April 21, 1951. As Tony Michelli at age of 33, Tony Danza charmed audiences as a former MLB star and Brooklynite who takes a house manager job in Connecticut and moves in with his daughter, Samantha. He earned 3 Golden Globe nominations over the series' 8-season run. Already a household name from his stint on Taxi, Danza moved on to Hudson Street, The Tony Danza Show, Family Law, There's Johnny, The Good Cop, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and Just Like That. Danza also appeared in a number of movies, including Angels in the Outfield 1994, Crash 2004, Cloud 9 2006, Don John 2013 and Darby and the Dead 2022. Danza received an Emmy nomination in 1999 for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series for his guest-starring role on The Practice. In August 2020, the actor revealed he'll be reprising his role as one of TV's favorite dads in the Who's the Boss sequel. Excited to bring the Michelli family back to television, Who's the Boss? The former boxer has been twice divorced. From 1970 to 1974, he was married to Rhonda Yeoman, with whom he has a son and a daughter. His second marriage to Tracy Robinson lasted from 1986 to 2011, and they welcomed 2 daughters. Now he is 74. Danny Pintauro as Jonathan Bauer. Born January 6, 1976. Danny Pintauro had acted on a few episodes of As the World Turns and appeared in Cujo, 1983, and The Benecker Gang, 1984, before joining Who's the Boss as Angela's young son, Jonathan, at age of 8. Apart from featuring on Highway to Heaven and in the TV movie Timestalkers in 1987, Pintauro mostly retreated from the spotlight after the series wrapped in 1992. During his hiatus from acting, he pursued higher education at Stanford University, where he studied to be a veterinarian before shifting to English and theater. The former child star who overcame drug addiction, being outed as gay, financial instability and professional hardship before building up the courage to start auditioning for roles again, landing a part in the Lifetime movie A Country Christmas Harmony, 2022. Pintauro has been married to Will Tabarez since 2014. He'd been living with HIV since being diagnosed in 2003. Pintauro typically flies under the radar, but in December 2024, he made headlines after a scooter accident led to emergency surgery, which he ultimately recovered from without complications. Now he is 50. Billy Gallo as Al. Born November 7, 1966. Billy Gallo made his way to Hollywood with $200 to his name when he was only 18 years old. He landed a guest spot on The Fall Guy, which helped him get his foot in the Tinseltown door. Gallo spent the 1980s jumping from one popular series to the other, playing supporting roles in Hill Street Blues, Empty Nest, and Heart of the City. His big break came when he secured the role of Francis Laudabucci in the sitcom Second Chance. In 1989, Gallo landed the recurring role of Al at age of 23, one of Tony's buddies in Who's the Boss? He remained on the show for 9 episodes, last appearing in the series' final season. After this, Gallo kept doing what he'd done so well for years, securing walk-on roles in a variety of television series. From Married with Children and Murder, She Wrote to Jag and Diagnosis Murder. In recent years, he has spent some time on daytime television, appearing in episodes of Days of Our Lives in General Hospital. He also has his own production company. Now he is 59. Jonathan Halyalkar as Billy Napoli. Jonathan Halyalkar was born on April 25, 1985 in Ramsey, New Jersey, USA. Jonathan Halyalkar was born in 1985 and by 1990 he was acting, making his debut in an episode of The Cosby Show that year. He then played William Billy Napoli in Who's the Boss from 1990 to 1991. Appearing in 21 episodes, Billy is an orphan child from Tony's old neighborhood. His grandmother left him in Tony's care, and he moves in with the family in season 7, working as a comic foil for Tony. He was ultimately written off the series with an explanation that he returned to live with his grandmother. Age filming, 5 years old. After leaving Who's the Boss, Halyalkar appeared in only a handful of series, including Veronica Mars in 2006 and American Bully in 2009, which was his final credit as an actor. Halyalkar transitioned into production in 2014, having executive produced 3 episodes of the sci-fi series The Well. Outside of acting, he's competed as a professional poker player. He placed 22nd at the 2012 World Series of Poker, earning nearly $6. Now he is 40. Ralph P. Martin as Ernie. Born on November 9, 1946, in New York City, Ralph P. Martin began working as a professional actor in 1974, playing a waiter in the comedy film Throw Out the Anchor. After that, he spent most of his career on television, appearing in several high-profile shows, including Matlock, Dragnet, and Cheers. In 1989, he joined the cast of Who's the Boss as Ernie at age of 43. One of Tony's buddies who often kept him out too late when he'd previously made plans with Angela. Ernie enjoyed busting Tony's chops on the show, and Martin played the character for 10 episodes. The rest of Martin's career after leaving Who's the Boss was primarily on television, and he typically appeared in single episodes of numerous popular series. He landed some impressive gigs in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Evan Almighty, and Hail, Caesar, which was his last film in 2016. Martin spent the majority of his life in front of the camera, and he had many talents, including the ability to play the 5-string banjo. Martin died on November 21, 2017, just a few weeks after turning 71.